War is inevitable.
But I think you use that excuse a little bit too much.
You've made the right choice.
It was a clown fiesta.
Time of Martin come!
I am so fluffy!
I'm a wizard!
I've seen worse.
Split push! Victory is ours!
Howdy, folks. Welcome to episode 49 of Split Push. How y'all doing today? Got us some friends and family along with me here. First up, it's Beagle Girl.
I see why there's lots of
If you say so.
you know what, never mind. Hi everybody.
Oh, hi, Beagle Girl. And then we got my good buddy Guy
What's up, everybody?
and Dirt Nap Dan.
I was really hoping that voice would fade out before you got to my intro.
Hell
Fade
no.
out after like a few seconds.
I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Alright, so anyway, Yuki would be here, but his work sucks and
I know.
made him work overtime.
Dang it, you beat me to it.
Right? Yeah, I make sure I schedule people to
Yeah.
make sure he's on the show and he just change his schedule last minute.
We communicated, we coordinated, we executed, and his work just gave us the big old double barrel middle finger. So,
Gave us something, all right.
in his place tonight will be the Mad Accountant. How you doing, buddy?
You betcha. Hey, man, I'm doing really good. Thanks for having me.
Oh, well, it's a pleasure to have you on. You're probably much nicer than Yuki is anyway.
Oh yeah,
Way
you betcha.
nicer.
It depends.
Beagle, did you catch that?
I was not paying attention, no.
Wow.
For a second.
What's new? She wasn't paying attention.
No, there was a loud
Exposed.
noise on my phone, alright?
Exposed.
Yep, Beagle done got caught. So,
There's a
anyway,
loud
before we
noise.
get the
Oh
salt,
my gosh.
get the salt. Anyway, before we get too far off track here, as we tend to, hey, Mad Accountant, why don't you let the podcast audience here know a little bit about yourself? You know, who you are and you know what your favorite things are and why this color over that color, or whatever you have to say about yourself.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? This will be short and sweet. Basically, just a streamer on Twitch at twitch.tv/Mad Accountant, and very community driven. You know, basically with helping set up tournaments and leagues and just having fun playing viewer games, doing God requests night in, night out. That's pretty much my whole MO. Not much else to it. Just here to play Smite, have a good time, help grow the community. That's about it. Oh, I also have. I'm also doing YouTube now. Same thing, Mad Accountant. That's it. But
Nice.
I usually don't tell
Dude's
people that
way-
because it's so inconsistent. So
Way too humble. Way too humble.
yeah.
I got my roots started off on YouTube, but I never was very good at that.
It's so hard. So
I
This
difficult.
dude had
Your ways of doing YouTube kind of bothered me, honestly.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
well, you know, I'm old, so I can't get with a picture so well, you know?
True.
You're not hip with the kids.
Whatever.
No, not quite. You know, I gotta do what I gotta do, but, you know.
But I think you use that excuse a little bit too much. Like, come on.
What, that I'm getting old?
Yes.
It's the truth. You should see this beard. It's getting white.
Face is getting white.
Exactly, because my beard's getting longer and it's white.
Oh my god.
I actually found a gray hair in my beard the other day. Not too happy about it. So
Oh,
I kind of
boy.
feel you there, but not really, but kind of.
That's right. I have a great white spot. Like, if I were to shave my beard down to just basically, you know, like a 1/4 inch stubble, you would see this great white spot right underneath my chin line on the right side. Like, I got hit with a little mini snowball. That's what my wife says, anyway.
It's the
But
mark of a
when
legend.
Yeah, when my beard grows out, it kind of intermingles in and just comes out in my chin area, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, keep
Yeah,
it
I'd
long.
say I'm pretty salt and peppery myself. I'm graying up.
I only grow half of a facial hair, so I don't do that.
I don't grow
Yeah.
any.
Good old Dan and only half a beard.
The right side of my face doesn't grow facial hair, but the left side does. So
Honestly, you're lucky though if you have a perfect beard. Like even I have a little bit of a patch somewhere, but it's hidden, so I don't tell people, or else they'll look
you need
for it.
you need like one of them Joe Dirt genetically engineered beards. It's just the way it grows in, man.
Yeah, well, they're rare. They're out there though.
Dude, it's taken me many years on this beard podcast of ours to like get a good understanding of how to grow my beard even. And for a long time, it was always hanging to the right. Like no matter what I did, it just went to the right a little bit.
What was the solution?
Basically
Fix his
I
pants.
needed to keep the back corners of my jaw shorter, then it kind of starts to hang right. And I also got to understand that there's like my beard will go through phases where it looks really poofy for like a couple days, and then it like grows through that and sorts itself out.
Gotcha. Okay.
But anyway, hey, have you been playing the new Assault map at all?
I haven't touched it yet. So, small backstory. I do pretty much all Conquest on my stream, except Saturday nights we do what I call Party Night, which is where we might do a little bit of drinky stream, and then we play non-Conquest modes. So, I'm excited to try out the new Assault map tomorrow night. Probably just play it all night, honestly. How is it, though?
So, well,
like
it's
it.
interesting.
Yeah.
The reason I brought
like
it up
aspects of it.
is we're going to talk about it a little bit more in detail, but it kind of highlighted my games of the week here. So my first game back, it was Wednesday. I was sick. I was home from work, just not feeling good. But at some point, I just wanted to try to do something. So Beagle and I played a couple games of Smite. And how about it, Beagle? I get into
You
that
fussed
first
like
assault.
a little baby.
Well,
Ooh.
let me explain to you what happened.
Little
I'm
baby,
Dirt
like
Nap's
a little beer.
dad. Okay, I'm dad, 42 plus years old here. I get into this game. It was probably like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So all the 12-year-olds are home from school and got their little
No
thumbs.
12-year-old I know plays this game. I know no other kid besides Herg and maybe Alex who plays this game.
Whatever, Beagle. These people were all 12-year-olds. It was
according to
literally
Beagle, Smite has no player base other than
bickering.
us and a couple people she knows.
No,
So
I'm
that's-
telling you, though, bickering right out the gate. Just the things they were doing. I'm like, are these like guys all 12? And then I look at the enemy team. They're doing the same thing, and I can't even hear their VGS, but I can see it. I can see they're all acting like 12-year-olds. And the game starts. Drusilla's doing really good, and then someone killed her in some way that made her quit the game. I'm like,
You're talking
okay.
about when you look ahead and you see them just randomly stop and you know they have to be typing? Kind of one of those?
Like,
They
I
have
don't
to
know.
be like stop VGS, turn
Yeah.
around, basic
Yeah.
at the guy that they don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're attacking their own
seriously,
guy.
this is just, it was a clown fiesta. And when I get to the end of this, you will see how much of a clown fiesta it is. Because not only did Drursilla quit, another fight goes by, we kill somebody else, they quit. Now it's a 5-on-3, and we won the game at 5 minutes when they surrendered. And it was just like, oh my, and I was so furious. Beagle's like, are you even going to play another game? I'm like, yes, let's just move on. Then we had some
He
good
was-
games, though.
I think you were the 12-year-old. You were acting like Alex. Like, when I would play with Alex, he'd be like, you know what, this isn't even fair. I quit. I'm not playing because I can't, this is not fair. No.
Tell us from your point of view how it went down, Beagle. I want to hear it.
Yeah,
Dad,
I'm interested.
Our team just fed. I mean, I don't, it wasn't that bad. Like, yes, they were kind of stupid, but like, I've seen worse.
That's all you got? I've seen
I've
worse.
seen way worse, and Dad's over here pouting like, I ain't even coming off fountain. I'm staying here. I'm done after this. All these stupid 12-year-old kids.
I came right out of Fountain, though. Jeez, come on now. I
Did
may
you,
have
though?
joked about it. Yes, I did.
Mm.
But as soon as I got Beagle out of the group and replaced her with Yuki, things changed.
Oh, they get worse?
No,
Yeah,
they
that's what I
got
was gonna say.
they got 10 times better, because I'm going to tell you how I was Kuzum Pro, okay? So we get into this assault match, him and I. Who the fuck's he? He must be Bologna. I don't know. I don't see his name on. Oh no, he was Freya. He does have his name public again. So he was Freya. I was Kuzenbo, and we just were ripping shit up. And like, how long was this match here? Like 20. Where'd the time go? They changed this all up on me. I don't know. In a 24-minute match, as Kuzenbo, with a build, because I was memeing it up, with a build of Sav and Guardian, all right, pretty good assault start, and then reinforced shoes. Okay, I'm playing a little tanky. I like building health with Kuzi. I do. And then I built a Stone of Gaia because, well, they had some knock-up on the other side with, the Ganesh throw, the Pele knock-up, the Kukulin alt. Then I built some Pestilence, and then I built Mail Renewal. So I had a shit ton of hit points. My Nene had so much health and killed so many people. I did almost 29,000 damage as Kuzenbo with a health build in that 24-minute game. It was great. It was just fucking great.
I want to try that.
There is just something to be said when you throw that Nene under tower and he's going to kill that guy before the tower can kill it. Yeah. But that's the only good shit I have for the week. Dan can laugh at my Al Kwong play in the next match when Dicey and him joined in, but I ain't gonna talk about that.
You're not gonna talk about the Alquan?
No.
Why not?
Because they had too much CC. So, no.
Yeah, I don't think I want to talk about that game either, honestly.
Alright, I'll tell you one thing. I'm coming out, I see the group ahead of me, and I see the enemies on the other side of them, I'm dead. Nox would ult through them, the Vulcan would ult over them. It was like, seriously? It was like, there's Al Kwong, everybody drop what you're doing and kill him. I'm like, I'm not even like at the group yet. Like, what the hell?
I mean, he's kind of like Loki, so I understand.
Yeah. No, I understand. I mean, I went 10 and 18, so I fed like crazy because there was times where I just, I was CC'd to death, and then I would kill him. The Nox in that game, though, Sly Viper Roma, high five. That was some of the best Noxen I have ever seen.
Some of the best Noxen you've ever seen.
Yep. All right, now I'm done.
Is it my turn now?
It's your turn, Dan.
Man, I'm looking at my games and I'm just thinking, wow.
But wait. Sorry, no, go ahead.
Oh, no, you go ahead.
No,
I'm still looking for one to talk about. I had a good game as Bastet, I guess, in Arena. I went 16-6. I don't really remember much about that game other than poor Baka was just getting annihilated the entire game. And I remember Dicey was building all hammers Artemis.
Dan, you should talk about that game you played as Al Pwash in that joust with Yuki and I, where he was Cupid and I was Bacchus, and the other team had Ra and Sir Cat and Loki.
I'm not talking about that game.
Well, I'm just saying. Offering some advice.
Tank Sir Cat is just some bullshit. I'm not talking about it. Not happening.
Well,
yeah, I haven't
talk about something else
that much. I just feel like I haven't played that many real games recently because I've been playing on my PC account to level it up so that I can get to ranked. So I've been playing against like people that don't know what the hell's going on at all.
Right, it sucks.
So like,
that's why
I just don't feel like recently I've been doing anything. I'm just kind of grinding.
Yeah.
It's so hard for me to play on Xbox for that same reason. It's so hard to play lower level people because I just feel bad because you just walk through them so hard.
You have no idea. They have no idea what to build. They're either on auto buy or, sometimes I do get games where I feel like there's actual players in it. But
you tell me that never happens anymore, you little liar.
Huh?
Oh, called out.
You always tell me, I'm not put with bad people anymore. I'm put with pretty decent people. Liar.
In Assault, because I play that mostly since the new map came out. I mean, in Conquest and stuff like that.
I mean,
I still play people that don't really know what they're doing. Okay. Maybe more of this. The people on my team don't know what they're doing still because they're supposedly matched with me.
Yeah, I feel like it's all the way around though when I play Xbox because I'm like, I think I'm only level 21 on Xbox.
Yeah, I'm like level 26.
Just don't seem like anybody knows. It's not their fault; they're just newer to the game.
Sometimes,
every now and then you will run into Smurfs and stuff that do know what they're doing. But
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is I run into Smurfs sometimes, and that's why I think that I'm finally out of the mess.
I will say one thing that Smite does struggle with, and that is matchmaking when you have players like us in our normal levels on the PlayStation, and then, one of our old buddies who we haven't seen or played Smite with in a few months pops on, and, then it tries to matchmake us. Yeah, you'll almost always get a message from the other team. Matchmaking at its finest. It's like, sorry, we were playing with someone that's not as good according, to Smite. Although I think Necro is a pretty decent player, and he actually was playing really well that day in particular.
I think matchmaking lately has actually been pretty good. Actually, you know what? I'd say I should correct that. Matchmaking was really good until one of these really recent patches. I think once crossplay came around, it took a few weeks, but then it got, at least for me, got really good. So I was impressed with that. But now I guess my games are a little bit more lopsided every now and then. But if you're queuing with somebody who's a different level than you, there's not much the game can do, honestly.
Right.
Yeah. It's not like a problem necessarily that they need to solve, but it's just kind of a problem that will always exist because of the way the game is designed.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's any way to ever realistically get away from that.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't see how they could, So, just, kind of try to keep that in mind that, that does happen and that is going to affect matchmaking at times, So, I always try to, when it comes to matchmaking, look, dude, you gotta take that shit with a grain of salt. Well, I could be world's best player, but it's Saturday night and I got 6 beers in me and I don't normally drink. And now I'm playing Smite and I got 6 beers in me. So, matchmaking at its finest, right?
That sounds like a good time, sir.
Yeah, I'm about to try and do that tonight. I'm about to do that tonight.
Let's do it tonight. Let's go. Let's just get shit-faced and play Smite.
Hop on your Xbox, guy.
Okay, well, we're
gonna get drunk and play with the noobs.
There you go, noob drunk play. That's how you solve that.
That's how you even it out, right? That's how we fix matchmaking.
That's how you fix matchmaking. Make a Smurf and get drunk. There you go, Beagle. That'll be a fun thing for your week. Oh wait, sorry.
Nah.
One day, Beagle. One day.
You'll get there.
What she got?
Probably not. Too broke
6
for
years.
that.
6 years to go. But how your game's been this week, Mad?
Interesting as always. They're always interesting. We keep it interesting because all of my games, my Conquest games, when I stream, are God requests pretty much. So I got to preface just real quick. Basically, I have a currency called Count Bucks, and you get 5 for every minute that you watch the stream, right? And more for extra stuff like subbing and donating and stuff. So anybody that comes and watches my stream can God request. Well, what happens is you get some really interesting ones. And there's some crowd favorites that people like to troll me with, especially when they know I don't like certain picks like Aphrodite Jungle. I usually yeah.
You should just make that one like 5 million. Like,
it's 90,000, and I think it's the second most expensive one after Loki, which is $1 million.
Yeah, definitely.
But anyways, so I did Afro Jungle, and it actually for the first time since I can remember worked out pretty well. I think it really depends on the team you have when you're playing Aphrodite Jungle, because if you fall behind early, you're pretty much a farm bot. You can't do anything, right? But if you can get ahead and you can get to that team fight phase, depending on how the enemy team plays you can do pretty well. So I was 2-0-13, which is, I felt like it was pretty respectable. It's hard to get kills, but kept the team alive. The interesting part about that game was the enemy team had like 1 anti-heal item, and they weren't applying it at all on me, so we won in like 20 minutes. So that was fun. It was actually a fun Afro Jungle game. So that's...
Yeah, it's always fun when you're like going into a game and you're like, oh no, and then it ends up being okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. So I was happy. I was really happy with that one.
The thing about mage jungler picks that aren't like meta, I think your team needs to be more supportive of you in the jungle too.
That's the thing, and you have to be at a point where you can actually start doing damage or something for your team.
That's
so
why
usually
those are harder to play for everybody else, but still can work out because you have to work with your team so well to make it work.
Yeah, I agree.
Just in buff camp clear alone, like if you're doing it alone versus with two people, crazy difference. Because that will keep the jungler who would usually be behind in clear up in clear.
Yeah, and a lot of that too is dependent on how the enemy team plays you, right? So, I mean, if I saw an Afro jungle on the other team, I'd probably be looking to invade a lot because she doesn't have good secure.
Right.
Hell yeah.
Which brings me to my Ra jungle game, which didn't go very well. 2-6. We lost that one.
Wow, now I'm disappointed because
yeah.
Ra's my man, and
I love Ra. He's a ton of fun. That's my first pick in mid, but jungle didn't work out. We got invaded right away. I think our speed buff got taken from it's called the splice strat, which is where you go right to speed to start the game. The official name for it is the splice strat. I heard that from Alpha Jackal. So that's what I'm calling it. I don't care what anybody else calls it. It's the splice strat. Okay,
so how has the SPL been affecting shit, right?
Yeah, well, a lot. Because where it was happening sometimes, the splice strat, now it's happening like every game. And I hate it. Especially as a jungler, I just hate it. But hey, you gotta live with it, right?
Guy likes to, when he's stuck in solo lane, likes to come over and help the duo lane to get started.
Yes, I'm telling you. You start over there and you just teleport to your solo lane, and it's beautiful.
I kind of like when I get flexed into the solo lane, because then I do some Deathwalker ass shit and I just go kill people in the jungle at level 1.
Yeah, I mean you can do it. It's just it works better when you have like, if you have like an Arthur and you take your 3 first, right? Yeah. That's what you see people do instead of their 1. You'd think 1 because it has better secure, but you actually take your 3 because you can actually move and get out. So it works with some gods. I had some solo lane games and I lost all of them. I think I was 0-3 this week from solo lane. The one I had today, we went down 0-6 in like 2 minutes. I'm looking over, my whole team's dropping and I'm screaming, "What are you doing?" Because that's what I do when my team's feeding. So that's been rough. But other than that, pretty solid games out of the jungle. I had a good Rat, Baka, and Pele game. So I was pretty happy. Pretty good this week, I'd say overall. That's it for me, I think.
That's cool.
Yeah, a lot
How
of
about
fun.
yourself, Beagle? How you been doing? Beagle?
What? Was she just singing?
No, that was my cousin. He just walked in. Sorry.
Oh.
I was like, our games are that good?
Yeah, I mean, see, here's my problem. I've been trying to get freaking Smite Guru to load. Like, I get on it and I like type in my name, but then it doesn't do anything. I hardly remember like any of the games I played. I mean, I played one today, but it wasn't anything like special. I'm trying to think. Here's one. I got Neath in Assault the other day while I was playing, and I was like, yes, finally, because I never get Neath in Assault anymore. And nobody will ever give her to me. Unless, like, we're playing as a group and I, like, beg the person to give it to me, and then sometimes I can get her. But I'm like, yes, Neath, finally! And then I get re-queued, and I was like, are you serious? I was ready to punch someone, I was ready to punch a hole through my TV. And I'm like, I don't even think I want to play another. And I was like, you know what, it's a short timer, just do it. And I don't remember who I got, but I saw another person had Neath, and I was like, I swear to God, just please, just give, please. And they did. And I was actually
4, huh?
Something like that, yeah.
I found it.
Oh,
14 and 4.
thanks,
4 deaths. Jeez.
Golly, feed much?
Well, here she went 10-1 as Discordia.
Damn.
Why did you die?
Discordia. I don't even remember that game.
That was with Bacon, Necro, and Dan.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Someone tried to take Discordia from me. I was like, yeah, no, sorry.
Who was I?
If you get Discordia in
Dan,
Assault,
you were Jean-Kui.
you're broke.
Oh, my Jean Kui game.
Who was everyone else?
8, 4, and 15.
Jean Kui is so strong in Assault.
Yeah.
So is
Jean
freaking
Kui just
Discordia.
dominates in Assault.
Dude, they
Discordia
fixed
just
him.
one shots.
I'll just say that. They fixed him. When
Where's
they
Jean
did that
Kui?
last tweak to him and fixed the way his stacks work, they fixed him for Assault at least.
Yeah, he's great in every mode right now, not just freaking Assault.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
He's like getting picked in freaking SPL play and shit.
Yeah.
I feel like Jean's always gonna
Paul's
get picked in
running around
SPL play
dominating
just
people
because
with
of
him.
his
I
tanky mage with the huge freaking AoE ult that does so much damage. I think he's always going to be, until he gets changed or if he gets changed.
I did see Paul was playing him today.
Oh, yeah, he's dominating them too. It was sick.
Sounds good for my fantasy team.
Right.
Yo, my fantasy team is going to beat the shit out of all of your fantasy
Ooh,
teams.
adapting lost today, though.
Who cares?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't need just adapting. I have a million good people.
Yeah,
A
whatever,
Having to
million
five.
good people.
Yeah, I have 5 people on my team and I have a million good players.
Mm-hmm,
That's how
sure.
good they are. I believe
Oh.
in them.
How about your games of the week, guy?
I played some games.
I think that's the most effort he's ever put into games of the week right there.
Actually, only memorable games I had, I got to play with the Mad Accountant and J-Mac Friday night. A couple
Oh, that was
games.
fun. That was a blast.
That was awesome. I got to play Bacchus 2 games in a row. Didn't lose, didn't feed, so that was a good thing.
I'm always scared to do stuff with public people because if I feed my brains
Right.
out, I'm doing it in front of 800 people instead of me.
That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
I'm like, oh God, don't feed your brains out, guy. Don't feed your brains out. Oh shit, this dude just pinged the camp and I didn't see it and he got killed.
The thing
I
is with
get-
that though. Go ahead, Beagle. You were gonna say something.
I get very nervous quickly if I'm playing in when people watch me play anything. I don't even know why. Like if Alex comes in and I'm playing something like Minecraft, I still just can you not watch me please? I just don't but at the same
Coming
time,
from
I've
the
always
girl who
wanted
wants
to
to
stream
stream.
on Twitch and stuff, but I don't like when people watch me. I guess it's because one, I do not like the backseat gaming. That gets on my nerves so much.
Maybe it's just the physical staring over your shoulder, though. Maybe streaming won't be that bad.
Yeah, I mean, because I always do want to stream, but I think I'm gonna wait till Motor and whatever. But then yeah, when people are watching behind me, it's can you just go away? I don't like that. But
The thing is with that is I'll speak for myself. I was gonna speak for streamers, but I'll speak for myself. Is
yeah.
my chat literally sits there waiting for me to mess up. They don't care if anybody else messes up. I don't care if anybody on my team messes up. They are sitting there waiting, crouching, waiting to pounce as soon as I mess up. But
There's 50 lurkers in chat at all times with the message "rip" typed and just
no,
with their
seriously.
finger hovering over enter. I'm just
about.
waiting for it, bro.
Yeah,
I need my fix.
Yeah, you gotta take it for what it is. Just laugh it off. It's just you get used to it. It's funny
Yeah.
though.
This dude's got the best chat I've been to by far.
Oh yeah, I love those guys, man. I love them.
I've been to some pretty good chats. I think it was Rexy's chat. I went in and, it gives that little message oh, this guy joined the stream for the first time or whatever. And everybody was just yo, what's up? And I'm like, damn, hi. Okay. I planned on lurking, but I guess I'm being public right now. Hi.
Yeah,
I don't
I always
really-
tend to lurk.
Yeah, I don't really
I don't
watch
like
that many
lurk,
Smite streams.
But
so
I kind of like to gauge the maturity level and the content of the chat before I just jump right in.
Oh no, hell no! I'm just jumping right in.
I don't know. It's just who I am. I just kind of
that's usually me
because
too.
if they're gonna be no cursing and all that stuff, I'm gonna try not to curse. And, I curse a lot, so I wait to kind of read the chat and stuff.
Yeah. I don't watch many Smite streams just because, why watch a Smite stream when I can just play it myself? I don't know.
I get that, but Smite streams are the way to learn, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but also, it's very hard for me to sit and pay attention to things. Even, you guys know I walk around watching Brian streams all the time. It's still kind of hard for me to pay attention to them sometimes. I don't know.
I think streams are very good. I don't want to say background, but sort of like side things to
Yeah.
have on for me. Like, you
Yeah,
know,
I
if like I'll be gaming or I'll be working on my computer and I got 2 monitors so I can have a stream up on the other
Oh,
one.
yeah.
And, you know, that's what people do in my stream too. So you can still kind of hear, but you're not like having to focus on it, right? Unless you're really trying to learn the game or you're interacting, then it's just perfect side stuff to have on, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like having a queue up, or like, you know, getting in the queue, opening a stream,
Yeah, like
seeing
if
what's going on. I hit my
if
queue, just put my phone down like in front of me.
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, if someone I like is like streaming while I'm playing games or something, I'll have it up, just because I like the extra noise. Like I'll either be doing that or I'll be listening to music.
Just make some
Yeah,
noise.
I like a good chat room, like somebody that's interactive with his stream. That's why I like to count. I only subbed a few streamers and counts one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, honestly, dude, like, I don't know if I can speak for everybody. I try not to do that. But I'll speak for myself again. If people come to my chat and just lurk and not say anything and I don't ever hear from them, I appreciate that as much as anything. So it's just the way it is. So, you know,
Yeah.
people shouldn't feel bad for
Right.
that. Some people should feel bad for not talking. Don't feel bad for that. It's good.
Oh yeah, like I said,
Yeah.
I lurk all the time.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
It just is what it is.
It gives them viewership. It doesn't hurt them. So
Yeah, like there are some streams that even like, okay, cause I don't have like money to just go and sub to everybody I ever want to. So like, when it's just slow mode, it really bothers me, so I don't even like type, cause it's like, oh, if I make a mistake in my typing, I can't fix it. And some things that I end up sending when I'm trying to type stuff is just unreadable. So it's just like, alright, I just look stupid, I can't fix that. I'm out of here. It's just
Good old Beagle.
trust me, it happens all the time. That's why, like, so I watch the main streamer I watch is Brian Decker, and like because of subscribers being immune to slow mode, it's I like that. I don't like slow mode at all, especially if it's like super long. Like my favorite YouTuber, his Twitch slow mode is like 5 minutes long or something, I swear.
You're talking gibberish to me now, but anyway.
I don't even know what you're talking about. What the hell is slow mode?
Slow
I
mode
don't
is
even
where
know
you can
either.
only type one message every however
How do
long
you
they
guys
have it
not
set.
know You guys really don't know
I
what
would not
slow
like
mode is?
that.
Who are you?
We got to get them more hip
Yeah,
with the
I do
kids,
now.
Beagle. That's what we're working on today.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's right.
I didn't even know about slow mode. Like, I don't.
It's
What?
rare. It's rare.
I mean, yeah, not too many people use it, but I mean, more bigger people use it. So,
Prevents spam.
yeah,
Right. I
which
can
is
see that.
understandable, but it's also just kind of annoying.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it is what it is, and all that.
That would
fun
kill me
stuff.
the way I type, because I type like, oh my god, guys, guess what? So today, I did this thing, and like, I don't know. I just type a lot of messages. I don't feel like sitting there typing a paragraph, because then nobody reads it.
That's
Yeah.
a good point, actually.
That actually is, yeah.
Like, nobody sees this giant, thick thing and is like, oh, I'm gonna keep scrolling up just to keep up with and read this. Like, no, fuck that. Nobody does that. So I just try to be like, yo, what's up? Real quick little messages all the time instead of... That would kill me. I would never interact ever.
Oh, interesting. So anyway, let's get back to our conversations here that we was having about ye old assault map and how they've done updated it. So I took the liberty of while I was playing this week to really kind of try that out, and I don't know how I feel about it yet, honestly. It's kind of nice, you know, the little healing spots out there, kind of cool. Getting a little meditation like for the group there. Like, okay, all right, but I don't know, man. I'll tell you, I found myself playing at a different angle with my back to the wall, like kind of angled between the wall and the tower and facing the side lane. Like, of course, you know, first game I'm in or two, there was a Vomit on the other team, so he just kept running around out the backside, running through us. And then we had an Odin against us, so of course he always wanted to go over there and, surprise, I'm going to jump at you from over here. It looked really nice. Gameplay-wise, was odd.
Don't ever try to play Hu Yi.
Oh, yeah. I can't imagine that with the lanes being so wide.
No, it's not even the lanes being wide. It's the debris. The debris makes the wall look stupid as fuck. It's unbounceable. Like, you'd have to learn, like, you wouldn't be able to look at the wall and be like, this is where it's going to bounce. You'd have to literally sit there and learn, like, okay, if I look at this plank, it'll go that way. Because it's not a wall. It's debris. It's a broken ship. There's no flat surfaces. So you can't see where their border is for where your bounce would actually hit the, quote unquote wall in the game.
Yeah, no, I noticed that was a little weird with Kuzenbo and bouncing my Nene. It was just like, I looked at the wall and I'm like, why is it doing that? Like, should be angling, hitting the wall and angling away from myself, and it wants to bounce right back at me.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't love that. But...
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. It looks really cool. Jormungandr looks great in it. He's super huge.
Yep. That's a really cool touch.
I just think it takes away from Assault, the healing. Kind of just, it's not what Assault's supposed to be.
Well,
I like it and don't like it.
Like it.
I like it because it is just like an interesting little new concept, but I don't like it because it just seems like once your team dies once, you lost the game because they're just going to heal anything you do up.
Yeah, that's kind of true, I guess. I don't like how now everybody wants to start in that side lane, and it's just so annoying because it's just like, well, I'm not gonna go in there. That's just a death trap. And then they yell at me like, "Why are you out not helping?" It's just like, it's a trap. How dumb are you?
It's a trap.
I still don't even know
It's a trap.
all the new.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
I don't know all the
Please.
new VGSs still. Okay.
That one is right arrow, L1, square triangle.
Just, I guess, nostalgic because I just don't care for it. I like the wide lanes. I like that. So now you can dodge abilities at least. It's not like taking up the entire lane every time that Alpwash throws his kid out or Zeus throws his kid out. But
that's honestly, I think, a
like
really good thing.
Yeah,
I was always very frustrated with those abilities in Assault. It's good that there's a little bit of a counter to that now. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot more space, which I like. It's just like the walls are not walls, which kind of throws me off a little bit. Makes me think I can walk places I can't walk. Stuff like that.
The other thing that was interesting is staying alive. Four people in your team die, you're kind of out of position, and it's just like, what do I do now? Well, I run away from them, and I collect all the balls on the way, and they can't kill me, and it's just good times.
Oh my god. One of my first playthroughs of the new Assault, there was a Loki on the enemy team, and all he did was stealth, collect all the orbs, kill one person, run away. His team would mow through us.
That must have been annoying.
It was AIDS as fuck. We would see him. He would randomly pop up on the map between our two towers, proxying our wave, and then he would just go pick up all the orbs.
Please tell me Yuki was with you.
No, I don't think he was.
Damn.
I would lose my mind. That's my worst nightmare. Oh
it's
my
that
god.
Stupid side lane. He can just walk over there, stealth, and go through the tower, take one shot, nobody even freaking realizes. And then he's back there proxying our wave, and he takes all the health pots on the way back. Like, fuck, dude. It was so annoying.
The only thing I have to add about the Assault map changing, since I haven't played it yet, by the time this airs, I will have played it, is I like change. I think anything that you change, some people are going to like and some people are going to dislike. So with not having played the map yet, I like the fact that they're putting in some effort, doing some things, making some changes, probably bring some players back to the game, at least for a little bit. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to it.
Right. Yeah, it looks really nice. And it is fun. I mean, I'm not going to, it's just different. It just takes getting used to, I guess.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely would say it's like a positive change overall, especially with the graphical update. Because, man, the sky looks awesome, and it's just such a brighter atmosphere on the Assault map now.
Yeah, it is pretty
bright. The main thing I noticed was it's such a brighter, nicer looking atmosphere.
Yeah, I need to get in there and like really look around. I'm sure there's some Easter eggs hidden.
Oh, I'm sure. There always is.
Mm-hmm.
I bet there's one at 10 minutes.
Probably.
Yeah, I bet it's really big too.
Oh Lord. Well, here I got a little bitch about it or something. This mixer point system we have here going on. I watched Mixer all day today. 8 sets, 8 matches, whatever.
0 point.
No, 14 points. You need 600 points to get the Kabrakan skin. It is going to take forever to get to 600 points.
So what are you getting, like 1 or 2 an hour?
I don't even know. It is ridiculous, though.
Couple an hour, it sounds like, huh?
It
Probably
sounds like
a couple
one
an hour,
an
maybe
hour.
3 an hour or so. I don't know how long it lasted today, but I watched every match all day long. And I got 14 points.
And if there were 8 sets, that's a lot of matches.
It would have been 8 matches, right?
Yeah, 8 matches.
Oh, I thought, okay. Yeah, I got you now.
Yeah. 8 matches, 14 points. And you need 600 points to get the Kabrakan
Yeah,
skin.
I'm not even interested already.
That's a grind. Ooh.
Right?
Like,
Is it, I don't even know if it's even possible. Is it even possible to get 600 points?
I feel like
I mean, it's going to go through the end of the year, so yeah, it'll be possible, but you're going to have to watch a lot of SPL. They'll probably double it for big events and stuff, too. I don't know.
I'm just too scared to even try because it probably won't even link up to my account right anyway.
Dude, I'm having the biggest issue with my linking my Twitch. I think I linked it to the wrong account or something. I don't know.
I had issues with it. I tried to link my PlayStation account to my PC account and my other stuff, and I don't know what it did. It feels like it just made a new PlayStation account for me and made it the one that's linked to my account, and I can't change it now.
Yeah,
so I'm okay, I guess I'm just never allowed to link that now. And like, I don't even know if it's the wrong or right account because nothing in the drops or anything else worked anyway for my PC account that is linked correctly. So I have no clue what's going on.
Yeah, I just this week got my Arthur skin and my Neith skin for my Twitch Prime because it's been messed up. I had to unlink it and link it like my Twitch account and high-res account like 3 or 4 times before it finally worked.
This past Worlds, the whole time, I was like, yep, still not getting drops. Like, I don't understand.
I'm going to keep my mouth shut because I was.
I know, like, shut up. You're one of the lucky few that the gods chose to fucking bless. I don't know, man. I didn't get anything. And I sat there for like 2 hours trying to figure it out, too.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's not even that big of a deal that I didn't get, like, skins or whatever. I just was like, why not get this free stuff?
It is a big deal. When we don't get our free stuff, it's a big deal, and we should be pissed.
I kind of agree. I kind of agree, because I'm like, this is free shit, that this is the only way I can get it. I want to be a part of the community and show that I've been a part of the community, but I can't because your shit doesn't work.
Maybe he's constipated. That's what Smite's problem is. It's constipated.
Yeah, well, they need to unconstipate my account so that I get all the skins that I deserve.
I don't know. I need more mixer points. That's what I'm worried about right now. 14's just not going to cut it.
That's
14 points all day. I'll never make it if that's the case.
Keep watching that SPL.
Is it
I just
only
happen to have
SPL
the
games
day.
too?
I happen to have the day off today, so I was able to watch them all. But usually I work, so I can't watch them all. And because they come on at 11 o'clock in the afternoon, it makes it really hard to watch them all.
11 o'clock in the afternoon?
Here, let me get on my damn soapbox here. 11 o'clock in the morning, Dad.
11
Why
o'clock
can't
in
we
the morning
have-
is when they start.
Why can't we have our SPL games at like 6? There's only 3 games a week. It's not like we're having 5 or 6, 7 games a week. Why can't we have a game Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Friday night in prime time where we can watch them?
Yeah, because I'll tell you right now, I would have loved to have watched today's game, Rival and the Knights, but I already know what happened. I ain't going to go back and watch a 5-game set to see what happens when I know what happened.
I think I have the same issue. I really do. Those are they get done about the time I get home from work, which is very inconvenient. And it's the same thing with me. I'm not going to go watch them when I know what happened. So I think it's a good point.
Right.
Yeah, I literally tuned in as I was packing my computer up for work today. I had got 2 minutes, and I'm just like, well, let's see what's going on the SPL. I'm like, oh, all right. There's Titan going down. That's the end of the day. All right. Done. All right,
Give me
time
my
to go
mixer
home.
points.
Yep.
Titan's
was
dead.
in.
My day's done. Time to go.
If it weren't that
it
easy.
sucks. I don't understand that. I don't understand what the reasoning is behind it.
I mean, there's got to be something.
I mean, I used to understand because I thought it would be for Europeans. You know what I mean? Because they weren't playing LAN, so they would have to, take European time into account.
Right.
But now they don't have to do that because they play everything LAN.
It could have
So-
something to do with content creation as well. And like I said, I don't know. I haven't looked into it at all, but it could have something to do with people saying, hey, I want to stream or, do whatever kind of content creation work I'm doing at prime time, which
Right.
makes sense.
But, here's the
Right.
thing. They only play 3 games a week, so on SPL right now, and mostly you're going to play is 1 or 2 nights, maybe, and there's going to be 2 weeks that you don't even play. So if you can't take one night out of your schedule a week to play the SPL, then I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a weird point. It's kind of weird that I haven't thought about it until we're talking about it, but yeah.
Isn't it funny how that works? That happens to me all the time.
All the
All
time?
right,
Or just some
I'm
of the
done
time?
with my bitching tonight.
Guy's done with his big spiel.
I'm done with my soapbox.
That was like, that was a lot for Guy, man.
I want you to know I
Yes.
shed a tear in the middle of that.
Yeah.
Just for you.
Like, you were
That's
standing on a
right.
soapbox and I was holding a tissue box, man.
I would have took one just now.
Whew. I'm all worked up and emotional.
I just don't even know what to do because I never heard Guy talk that much.
Yeah, like, where are we at in the show? Are we
Well,
at 4
except
hours
for,
or something?
Except for all the stuff I gotta cut out, but that doesn't count because it's so vulgar.
I know.
Yeah, guys always gotta be so rude and vulgar.
Guy all potty mouth.
Guy all potty mouth. That's a good one.
Yeah, that is actually. I like that. Guy all fine. Alrighty, well, anyway. So, talked about our games of the week. We talked about the new assault map. Hey, it's time maybe we get ourselves into a session of progression here and talk about some Ratatoskr, is it this week, ain't?
Over
Sign
the
me up.
trees and through the woods.
The rat.
Okay.
So, the lore of the rat is one day, my youngest son Alex was playing him in an arena with us, and he was hiding behind one of the columns, and he used his ability with his nuts. He's like, oh wow, I can shoot my nuts through this. And one by one, we all just went back to Fountain because we had to laugh. We're like, he's out there all by himself, like, what's going on? We're all like, nothing. So there's Ratatoskr's lore. Sorry, I'm not a Yuki, and I know better than to look up Norse lore because I can't pronounce any of that shit. Jithin taught me that, and so we're all good there. So anyway, Dan, why don't you read out the abilities quick, and then our mad accountant friend here will help us learn how to play them a little better.
Okay, so we have Rat's passive starting off. Acorn of Yggdrasil, I think is how you pronounce it. Ratatoskr spawns with a powerful magic acorn from the world tree in his inventory, replacing his item slot for boots. He can upgrade this acorn through the item store from anywhere on the map to increase his power and movement speed. The fully upgraded acorn heals him when his abilities successfully hit enemies, not just gods. Tier 3 acorn heal is 15 plus 15% of your physical power. The dart. Ratatoskr darts and dashes at the same time. And there's also a shart in the middle. Ratatoskr dashes forward, damaging and slowing enemies for 3 seconds. Dart pierces through minions and stops at the first god hit. Also, Dart's cooldown is reduced by 1 second for each enemy god hit by Flurry or Acorn Blast. The damage is 70 to 210 plus 70% of your physical power, and the slow is scaling 20 to 40%. Ratatoskr's second ability is Flurry. Ratatoskr spins around in a flurry of attacks, damaging nearby enemies and reducing their physical protections up to 4 times. The damage per hit is 25 to 85 plus 25% of your physical power, and the physical protection reduced per stack is 2 to 6. His third ability is Acorn Blast. Ratatoskr shoots a blast of 3 acorns forward in a cone, each dealing damage. Enemies hit by more than 1 acorn will take additional damage, and enemies hit by all 3 acorns are stunned for 1 second. The damage per acorn is 40 to 100 plus 30% of your physical power. And then his ultimate, through the cosmos, Ratatoskr charges up and then leaps from the ground to a branch above his head. He may jump to 2 more branches before choosing a landing location. Upon landing, he deals damage and knocks up enemies. Through the Cosmos can be cancelled or timed out from any of the branches, causing Ratatoskr to strike down at the current target location. The damage is 200 to 440 plus 70% of your physical power. Back to you, Dad.
Back to me. All right. Well, just watch out for that ability, his ultimate ability there, if you are playing a female god out on the battlefield. But anyway.
I get it. It took me a second, but I get it.
Oh, yeah, that's how dad jokes work. They're like hand grenades. So how do you play this little furry guy? My quick backstory on him is first took a look at Smite, and I'm like, that guy looks awesome. And then I never played him. And then turns out I don't really like assassins that much. Don't fit my playstyle. So yeah, I don't really play him, and half the time I do, I spend half the time just trying to figure out how to work his goddamn alts. Maybe we should start with that. Or at least make sure we include that in there.
Yeah, well, I mean, first off, Rat, you can level the Acorn, which is just a little bit of an upgraded version of Boots on the map, so you don't even have to back to buy it. So normally, you're starting out with a bleed because of that, an XP and gold lead, which works out really well for you, because when you hit level 5, you have this ultimate where you go really far, and you can gank really well with it. So normally, you're
guaranteed 3 kills if you start mid with your tier 2 Acorn.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, that start. Yeah, a little tougher now. But yeah.
A little tougher, but damn, that was some broke shit before.
That was busted. Yeah, yeah. So basically, the basic concept is your early game is really good. So you want to rush to that level 5 and rush to get that full Acorn, ideally before you back. Sometimes you'll still have to, and then ult on somebody, usually dual lane or mid, right at level 5. The combo that you want to hit though, and this is something that, if there's anybody out there listening that would actually like to learn Rat, hopefully you can take some things away from this. One, when you come down with your ult, you knock the enemies up, right? And what you want to do is you want to use your 3 to stun them off of that knock up, because it's a confirmed stun, right? They're knocked up, they can't get away from you. So as they come down, you stun them. And then usually that sets up for your 2, your flurry, to do some more damage. And then you can have your 1 to either help confirm your kill or get out. So you're pretty safe the entire time, right? So that's something I like. There's that early aggression and relatively simple combo. And even if you don't have your ult up, you can blink and you can use your Acorn Blast to stun. Same thing. Then you can sets up for your flurry. Then you can get out or confirm the kill with your 1, which is really good. The very, very key thing here that I want people to take away though is you level your ult on Rat last. It's rare in Smite, but you do it last, because you're never really using your ult to do damage. You're just using it for setup and fast rotation. So you usually you want to max your 2 because it's easy confirmable damage. Your 3 does more damage, but it's much harder to confirm your entire 3 than it is your 2.
Has protection shred, which is the shit.
Which is very good, yes. And if you get good enough, then you can even use that to your advantage too. But that's level 2. That's level 2 Rat stuff. Using that on the right targets. Yeah, but he's a lot of fun. There's so much build variety. You can go tanky. You do full blaster, hybrid, health build. There's so much you can do with Rat. So that's why I love playing him.
So there's
I think that's
more than one level of ability of playing him?
Oh, yeah.
Well, when I say
There's
level
more.
2, I mean like a little more advanced.
Yeah.
You're not
I'd
just
say there's about
rolling your
3 to
face
4
across your
levels.
buttons anymore.
No, not with him. No, he's medium, I
Gotcha.
would say. He's in the middle somewhere.
I'd say there's 3 to 4 levels to play every god on.
Oh, yeah.
Except Bakasura and Loki.
They're all level 1.
Yeah.
Who else would I add to that list? I think Pele I would add to that list.
She's, relatively simple, I would say. Yeah.
All you do is ult in, hit your 2, and they're dead. Before they even hit the ground. It's awesome.
Oh, Bakasura is the worst, jeez.
Oh my
he's
god.
annoying.
I hate Baka because, he is such a trash character, and, he is so easily shut down. But it never fucking happens.
Yeah.
Hello, team. I'm trying here. But, no matter what I do, he just 3-shots me. And I'm like, what do you mean he's still CC immune? Thank God they're fixing that.
Yeah, he can be a pain in the wazoo, that's for sure.
Especially, I think, on console for me. Because I just kind of freak out. My hands are on the controller like, ah! I don't know what the fuck to do. They're just kind of going in every direction, hitting buttons. Like, please, dear God, just don't let him eat me.
Yeah, that kind of makes it a little bit less fun. I like part of the other reason I like a gods like Ratatoskr is you have to actually think a little bit more than just clicking. It's fun to just frag sometimes on like Bakasur or Mercury or something, but I like a little more thinking. You know?
Yeah. I am actually one of the worst Bakas ever. Like, I can't play him. I don't know if it's just because I'm not having a good time and I just don't care or what. But like, or maybe I just have this like stigma in my head where I think I can't, so I don't. But like, I don't know. I've never been a good Baka. I guess I'm not aggressive enough or something. I just feel like no matter what, I use my ult to the same point that any other Baka would, and they just walk away and kill me, and I'm like, wow, okay.
Dan, do you remember that one game mode of the day, where it was like a 2v2 on an assault map, and I got Baka and you got Soul?
Yeah.
And who'd we play against? Like
I don't remember.
a Zeus and a Soul, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to be stuck playing Baka against that, so it was just like, I want to run at them, but Zeus will just murder me, and Soul will just go in her 3 every freaking time, so like...
I love those 2v2 match of the days. Those are the best.
I do like those. Those are fun.
Like joust the two of us and shit.
They are fun. Me and B will hop in those a lot, and we're just like, alright, time to grind some free wins.
They could use a 2v2 game mode.
That would probably get a lot of play.
Honestly, I think it would. I feel like that
Yeah.
would be one of the next competitive modes.
Although
If
I
they
think
did
with
that.
duo queuing and ranked, it probably wouldn't as much now.
Actually,
Well, yeah,
if they're
that's
bringing
true,
that
that's
back,
true.
that is kind of true.
Me
I
and
haven't
Dan
really
gotta
heard
do
much
that,
good
bro.
about that, to be quite honest. Seems like it's really the way the MMR is set up. It's hard to
Yeah, I've heard it's really hard to
stay and play
people.
with your friends.
Yeah. We'll see how it works, I guess. Maybe if you play every game with that one person,
Right.
they'll stay close enough.
True.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because it's really weird because you almost have to find someone that's directly equal to your skill level and not like...
Right. It's 50
Oh,
MMR,
Dan, I'm sorry,
right?
we
Isn't
can't
that
play
what it is?
together. I'm not as good as you.
That's
I
right,
feel like
Beagle.
I'm gonna have
You
a
and I
lot of
can queue
trouble.
up.
Oh,
I feel like
great,
I'm gonna
I'm
have a
stuck with
lot of
Dad.
trouble finding people to play with.
Yeah, whatever. It's the Dan and Dicey show. I heard they're undefeated.
Yeah, what the heck?
I mean, we are still undefeated, so... Can you imagine if me and Dicey went into the 2v2s, dude? We would never lose.
I mean, I'd like to just I would be interested in watching that, so like...
We should run a tournament where me and Dicey are like everybody has to try and fight me and Dicey, and the first person to beat us gets something.
Hell yeah. Sounds good. I'll take Herg.
And then, we'll just play the rest of the games that people signed up for just for funsies if we lose early.
Funsies?
Yeah. Funsies. You don't like funsies?
No. Sounds like
You don't-
Fonzie.
You're not in
Hey.
life for funsies?
Hey.
Alright, well, that joke was poor even for my standards. So, getting back to the rat here, which I
I
think
thought we was done. I just got back. I thought we were finished doing that.
There's one more point I wanted to make. At
we
least
didn't
one.
even talk about like full builds, how
Oh, yeah.
all that
Yeah, we
shit.
can do that.
How do people need to learn how to play the rat right?
Yeah,
Not just
jeez.
getting here over to Sidetracked Arcade.
Right.
I swear
Okay.
we do need it. Just that's such a good name. I don't know.
Sidetracked arcade.
It's it sounds so familiar, but I don't know where it's from. But we should use it. I like it.
Okay.
Shit. Anyway, yes, back to rat. Where are we at there, Mad?
You want to get a couple builds that people can use? Is that what?
Yeah, definitely. We'd always
Okay.
like to kind of go over builds and whatnot, see how that can help. Because there's always kinds of stuff to learn with that.
Okay. So, for more beginner rat players, I would definitely recommend like a power pen build, like you'd build like on a Thanatos, where you go probably like Crusher, Jotuns. You could probably mix a Brawler's Beat Stick in there. This is obviously after your
Hydras is
Acorn.
fun on him.
You could do Hydras. Yep, definitely. Titan's Bane is fine.
And it's a good. Rat's kind of like a good god to practice Hydras on, almost.
Yeah, because you get the free setup out of a couple abilities. Yeah.
Yeah, like you dash them and you're pretty much on top of them, so you get the free auto, the stun.
Yeah. Hydras is fine, definitely. Personally, I like to mix a little bit more beef in there. So, something like an Ancile and a Void Shield, or how do you pronounce that? Ancile? I get this wrong every time. Ankyle?
That's how I say it. That's how I say it.
Ankyle is what I call it.
Ancile, Ankyle. Okay, well, everyone knows what we're talking about. So yeah, you could do like a Crusher into an Ankyle into a Void Shield. You could put a Magi's Blessing in there. You could get a Mantle in that build. You could still even go Titan's Bane at the end of Brawlers if you need anti-heal. My favorite build right now is Crusher into Runeforged Hammer. Loving the Runeforged Hammer right now. You get this easy free proc off of your alt, your 3, and your 1. So it has sort of a Hydra's effect, but you can just proc it so many times, right? I like that. So I like that. I'm kind of liking Blackthorn Hammer after Runeforged. Just really funky. People just aren't expecting to have that much health, and you get the cooldown from the passive there too. Great for sustain, and great for just being really annoying. Put a Magi's Blessing in that build probably. Put a Brawlers in there if you need anti-heal. Put a Mantle in there, last item. That's just a really good, annoying build where you dive their backline and you just can't be killed. And then you can just really set up well for your team and still do pretty good damage too. So that's my favorite build right now. A lot of fun.
Hell yeah.
The ideal team fight, and this is what I wanted to get back to earlier, is since you have an alt that allows you to be in the air for so long, you can get 7 abilities off in one fight. So if you have Blink, you can blink in on one of their carries, ideally. Stun and use your flurry, use your 2, and dash to do more damage, or dash out. And then you can go right into your ultimate. You can sit up in the air for long enough for all those abilities to come off of cooldown, and then go back in with your alt and do the exact same thing. So it's a really good team fight strategy to use all those abilities twice. Good tip there.
Yeah. You definitely want to get the max usage out of your abilities in every fight possible, and staying safe in the air to get your cooldowns back is like the best way to do that. You literally can't get hit.
Right.
Especially using Runeforged.
Right. Yeah, it sounds funky, but I'm loving that build. Yeah, and pretty much 9 times out of 10 that I alt, I'm waiting for cooldowns. People wonder why I sit in the air for so long sometimes, and they ask, why didn't you just come down earlier? I said, well, I'm just waiting for my cooldowns.
Yeah, I feel like people don't pay attention to the smaller things. They're just like, dude, ult him, dude. You're in your alt, dude. Hit him with your alt, dude. It's like, hold on. I can't kill him yet.
I got to get my abilities. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely for sure. That's a good point there. Did we talk about how to build the abilities out?
I would go
what order. I
Yeah,
know you
I'd
said
say
alt last.
Yeah, because we talked about not leveling the alt.
Yeah. Okay. Got that. We got builds. How do you play against him? If he's on the enemy team, what are some precautions or some weak points to target?
Well, when he's in his alt, so look up if you can, and get some kind of peel on him when he comes down. Because when Rat lands from his alt, he's going to go on your carries, and I'm assuming we're in a team fight here. So make sure if you're a support player, or if you're not a support player, be around a support player that can peel right when he comes down, so you can't get that whole set of abilities off. If you can cancel his 2 by some kind of CC, like stun or a taunt or something, do that. Don't let him get all those protections shredded. Don't let him get all that damage off. And then remember too that he can't dash through people, so body blocking is big.
Body blocking.
Yes.
I like to body block. I always hate when I body block, and then I'm like, oh, I can't body block that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I tried.
Oh, I'm dead. Wait.
Oh, yeah,
Wait, that didn't
Izanagi's the
work
worst,
out.
right?
Yeah. I do that all the time still. I like walk in front of an Anubis alt as a tank. Wait, whoops. Shouldn't be doing this. Yeah.
Yeah, I play mid a lot, so I always get terrified when I see the rat ult go up in the air somewhere in the jungle. I'm like, oh great, here we go.
Yeah, and
really his fingers are hovering over Bede's ages.
Exactly. And really you're at such a disadvantage against Rat when he's on the enemy team as soon as he hits level 5 that when you're playing basically anywhere, you just have to be really aware of the map and make sure you're warding and playing really safe. Because if you're pushing up, you probably get ulted.
So
Yeah.
here's a helpful tip. Dan's top tips. Number 4 will really surprise you. Okay, but I only have one, so that's why number 4 is a surprise because it's not here yet. When the jungler hits 5, call that out. Like enemy ultimate incoming. Just call that out. Anyone that's paying attention will look up and see that somebody hit 5 and be like, "Oh, okay, his ult's up." You know, that
You
will
never do that.
change so much. I've been doing it on PC.
Yeah, on PC.
Yeah, because I could type it, be like, "JG hit 5." You know, easy.
Yeah, that's a good point. It definitely is. It's, I
It's
think
like,
that's
I don't
definitely.
know how many times that I've died because I'm like, "Fuck, I did not know that Circuit hit 5 and blah
Sure.
blah blah," or you know, just stuff
That's
like
something
that.
to pay attention to when you're getting into Conquest. Once you get used to the laning and the farming stuff, then you can sort of start looking at stuff like that. You know, what fights you can take, where you need to be positioned. Does the jungler have an advantage if they gank me right now? Am I warded up? Stuff like that. That's really important. I like that.
Yep. And always, here's number 2. Always be checking that tab or that middle button. Check what they have. Check what items they have. Check if they're warding. It's important.
Oh yeah, definitely gotta watch your items.
Sometimes people will build an item and it'll throw you for a fucking roll if you don't know about it.
Why every time I attack him, I can't do anything after that? He's got that the item we can't pronounce, but it silences you.
Oh man, that's the worst. All of a sudden you're like, why do I keep getting silenced? What the fuck is silencing me?
Yeah, and then you look and you're like, "Oh my god." And then you're like, "Wow, I should have known about that 3 items ago."
Especially playing who I am playing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah. Oops.
I'm only playing Ao Kwong. I should have known about that exile a while ago.
Right.
Oh, it's so good in Ao Kwang. Love building Anki
Okay,
and Ao Kwang.
let's not regress me back to those memories of earlier.
Let's.
That was such a horrible. I wasn't frustrated in that match though. It was just funny, you know, because it was just like, damn, I'm like literally not even caught up to the group yet, and they just stopped, ran at me, and killed me. And I couldn't even do anything about it. Like they knew exactly where I would teleport to. When I said that Nox was good, she could predict that I was going to teleport and exactly where to, like several times. And I was like, yep, nah, I can't get away from that shit.
Yeah, a good Nox literally just ruins any game, pretty much.
Yeah, dude, she was really good.
Or at least
too.
has the potential to if she's allowed. How about that? Because
Yeah,
Nox isn't a character
that.
that literally breaks the game, per se, but if she's allowed to, she will control it.
Yeah, she definitely has that ability to do so. The most important question, though, about Ratatoskr, most important question is, what's your favorite skin form?
Oh man, that's such a good question. Do you know what the funny thing is that there's like 3 that I just always can't decide. Man, the most common answer is Ratatoskr because he's got that cute little hoodie on.
Yeah, and while he's supposed to be Fenrir, he really does look like that fucking squirrel.
Yes.
Y'all know it.
I'm a fan of the Curious Critter, I think more than most people are. I love that concept. I don't know why, but I do. And the I think, was it Final Fusion, the yellow one where you, with the Daji event last year, that you had to collect all of them?
Yep, you got them.
And the reason why I like that one is because it symbolizes that you made it through the grind that event was. And that sucked.
That was the worst event.
I did not do that
Oh
one.
my god.
I did not grind that one. I realized that you can get that skin through just getting these skins through chests, so that's what I'm going for.
Yeah, that's probably the smart way to do it in hindsight, but it was a new rat skin, so I had to go for it, right? And man,
Yeah.
sucked.
I mean, like, I probably would have if I had the money just, like, laying there in front of me, and I would have been like, oh, all right, I gotta do it.
I can't think of a more boring event than that one.
No, it was fun for a while, but you had to play it so many times to get that skin. Not worth. I mean, it's worth for me, but for most people, probably not worth.
I wish I would have gotten the black one.
Yeah, it's
I like
cool.
the black one.
Yeah.
But I did get Kitsune out of a chest, so at least I got that.
Yeah, keep working them.
Oh, one more thing. Does
Yeah.
anybody know about this Nox skin? Is it coming out? Why does it say 12,000 gems? Is that how much it cost? I don't see it
It's
in the
probably
anywheres.
it's probably the limited skin or the unlimited.
It's
skin.
No, it's
exclusive.
they're offering a way to directly buy skins instead of pulling them from chests, but you have to pay 1,200 for them. The chest
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
itself was apparently bugged, so they pulled it for some reason. So
Okay.
it'll come
Oh
back.
yeah, I
in
saw
store.
that earlier.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. I was
Okay,
like-
I
I
didn't
was
know
like
about the
looking
bug
earlier.
chest. I just knew about
I was
the-
like, wait a second, 12,000. There's no chest for it. High res must be out of their mind.
High res must have done fucking lost it.
Oh, and you see,
12,000
you can
fucking
change
gems.
you change the god on the main screen now, Dad.
Yeah, you can actually scroll through them.
That's
on
good.
purpose.
Wait,
You can
That's
find the
very
most
dope.
annoying voice line and just keep that up the entire time you're
Well,
playing.
I
Smite.
just don't like having all the over sexualized ones just sitting right there. I'm not a fan of that. I prefer the modesty, and so just is the way I am, and it's glad to see that they fixed that.
There you go.
Yeah, the one when what skin was it? Was it the new dodgy skin?
The Dodgy Dark Desire.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
horrible.
When that one
I
came
hate
out, he
that
didn't
skin.
play for like 3 days.
He
It was-
boycotted Smite for like
'cause it was
3 or
his
4
main
days.
It was all
screen,
because I
this was
bought
like-
whatever package was out, and then it said, "Oh well, since you bought the skin that would be on the screen, we're going to put this in on." And then the next package came out, and I bought it, and it said, "Oh well, since you bought that skin which would be on the screen, we're going to put this Daji one back out." So like, I didn't play for like a week. I'm like, "Well, fuck this shit."
Yeah, I remember that. Everyone was like, "Damn, Dad,
Dad,
where you at? Playing
shit
fucking
happens.
Civ."
Playing Civilization because they got the titty skin on there.
That's right. Well,
Stupid crap
anyway.
game.
Let's get our questions out here for Mr. Mad Accountant. And I know one that a lot of people that, when we have a streamer on, one of the most common questions is how do you get started? So like, what worked for you in particular? Anything special?
That's a really good question, actually. Yeah, so pretty much anybody can start up a stream, right? Some people do it just for fun and are fine just having, a handful of viewers here and there and aren't really interested in growing. Some people just want to grow. I think I'm definitely a mix of both. I think that what really got me started. Well, I think fostering a community is a big thing. My favorite part about this is meeting people and being on Discord and being in stream and just talking to people about random stuff every day. It really is. There's a lot of truth to that and a lot of realism to that I think I have in my community that a lot of streamers don't, and are more just interested in growing and saying that they're positive community growers when that might not be the case. Not going to name names, but it happens.
There's definitely some negativity out there at times.
Yeah.
I got banned from a streamer's chat for saying I wouldn't sub.
Yeah.
And it's a very popular streamer that has like tons of subscribers for Smite.
That's what you get.
Yeah.
It's what you get. for being
And the
a
reason that I
punk-ass
was even
bitch.
saying in the chat that I wouldn't sub is because they were supposedly not going to be playing Smite anymore. So I'm like, why would I sub if you're not going to play the game that I want to watch anymore? Hello?
Hello?
Valid.
And yeah, I got banned from his chat for that. So haven't watched him in a while.
Well, I'm sure you haven't if you're banned from his.
Well, I could
channel.
watch if I wanted
guess you
to.
could
I just
watch
can't
him now.
talk.
Yeah.
But
What fun's that?
yeah, why the hell would I support that?
Yeah, Dan's taste in streamers has changed a lot as time drug
Don't
along
remind
here.
me of when I used to like that.
I didn't say anything.
Just-
Say anything. Just pointing out a reference that you've changed a lot.
Thank God.
Hopefully in a good way.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it is.
So, what do you think's the most enjoyable thing with your stream? You pointed out a lot of cool different things, but what do you really like the most?
Well, I think I got to come back to the community. That's the simple answer to it because we talk on Discord and Twitter and we talk on stream every day. I think this is something that's enjoyable and still goes into the question of why or of how I think, to grow a stream, and that's innovating, just doing new stuff. So like the God request system I have makes streaming a blast for me, or helps make stream a blast for me. And it's fun for the audience because I could be playing any God in the jungle at any given time, and anybody could request it. All they got to do is just watch my channel. So it's a lot of fun. There's unpredictability there. I'm not just playing the same gods every single stream. And people get to have a say in what I play. So I think that's a lot of fun too. And I think that's something that helps grow. And
Yeah,
making the
cool.
channel look good too is big.
That's really cool because most streamers, it's like donate 15 or
Right.
$5 or $10 and I'll play what you want.
Right.
Or, something like that. And it's like, well, yeah, but I don't want to do that all the time to every streamer that I watch just to get one game that might not even go well.
That's exactly right. And if you go on and start streaming and you're worried about numbers, if you're worried about your counts, your follower count, your sub count, or how much money you're making through donations, then you're setting yourself up for failure. That's just it.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the hardest industry maybe to grow in, period, in the whole world. So if you're coming in expecting to just blow up, you're probably going to stress yourself out. And I would recommend thinking about it before you start doing it.
10 out of 10 would recommend priorities being straight before starting streaming.
Yeah. Right.
I've
Understand
seen
that it's going to be
streamers
hard.
I've seen streamers that try so hard to get donations and get subs that they end up just becoming toxic about it. And that's not what you want to become.
People will see a tweet or whatever about come sub. It's just like, why are you begging for it? Just go have fun. And if you have fun and it's an enjoyable stream for people to watch, then they're going to come by. Then they're going to tell their friends and shit will grow. Don't force it. Just let it slide in. Nice and gentle like.
Yeah, perfectly said. You got to let it come to you. You do what you can, and then whatever happens, happens. For me, I just have fun doing it. So I'm lucky. I guess I think part of that is being lucky, just meeting the right people at the right time. In fact, most of it is. And, from there, it's just, I just try to make things entertaining for people and manageable for myself. And here we are, so
yeah,
works out.
I mean, once I get a better computer set up, I think I'd like to start streaming.
Yeah, go for it.
But it'll be a while before I get that.
One of the cool things you did, was last Friday? Was it last Friday? Where you raided somebody else's stream?
Oh, yeah, raid nights, yeah.
That was hilarious, dude. It's just like sitting there and all of a sudden there's 60 people watching the stream.
Yeah, those are fun. Yeah, we do those on Friday nights, usually Friday nights, sometimes flex to Saturday, like flexing this one to Saturday because we're talking on a Friday right now, where we pick a random small streamer. So I'm looking for 1 or 2 viewers, preferably not a Twitch affiliate yet. And we just go and we all follow them and spam their chat a little bit, not too much. And then they usually like that.
I know Beagle's stream cult does that.
Yeah.
That is always funny when you hear the the streamer that got raided and they're all like, oh my god, like I don't know what to do.
See,
of course, Beagle's streamer, there's like how many people? 600, 700 people?
Yeah,
More?
that's like usually it really depends. Like on streams on the weekends, there's usually up to like maybe 1,000 people, and afterwards we always raid people. And he likes to raid. Sometimes he likes to raid people like that are from his stream, like that are there sometimes, like some of his viewers. And to see their reaction is just amazing. It's hilarious.
That's funny. Yeah, I think it was Twisted Unicorn was who you raided. And
yes.
I went to the stream the next night and I was like watching the stream. He was playing something else. I was like, oh, no Smite. And he's like, oh, no, man, I'll play Smite for you. Flipped over to Smite and played Smite. I watched it for a little bit. And
and every night we host somebody from the community, but raid night is a night where I pick somebody who's small and we've never met before. That's the difference.
Yeah, actually, whoever you were hosting today, I actually ended up following because I thought he was funny as shit.
Oh yeah, Boozy Old Man. Yeah, Boozy Old Man. Shout out to him. He hosts me sometimes, and he's a supportive guy. So gotta spread the love a little bit.
Yeah, I clicked on your channel to see what was going on. I thought I heard that you were still streaming a game or something because you were stuck in it. I didn't know what was going on. I was late too, so
we all were.
And it was him, and I was like, oh, well, he's hosting somebody, so I kind of let it play just while I was doing other stuff, and I was like, wow, this guy's actually hilarious.
Yeah, I love that guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
What else you guys got for me?
It's always really cool.
Well, Beagle, what questions do you have?
Oh, here we go.
Are you trying to hint, really? Like, okay, he makes me ask this question to
I didn't
everyone now.
know. No, I didn't say anything.
No.
I just
This
handed
week-
it over to you.
This week, he
That's what I
definitely
said.
did not force
No,
you,
we
but
all know
now
you were
have
thinking it.
to.
We all know you were thinking it. But Dad likes it when I ask people, do you watch Supernatural?
No, I don't.
I don't even like the
Okay.
show, so why would I care?
Because
I get recommended a lot.
you always do. It's a good show. It is.
I heard it is. Yeah, I heard it is. I wish I had more time to
only,
watch
like-
shows.
It's
Wish I
only
had more
like
time.
her whole room and her whole like phone and
Shut
outfit
up, Dan.
and everything every day. So yeah, I think it's probably one of her favorite shows.
I'll definitely try to
So we
check it
ha-
out. Definitely.
So we have one from
I keep
TIH.
wanting to
Oh,
watch
go ahead.
it, but like I just don't ever watch shows. I don't sit down
See,
that long.
here's Dan's
Unless I'm
Dan's
playing
problem.
video
Back
games.
before he got a job and everything, he'd sit and watch YouTube all day. Like, God, I'm so bored. I don't know what to watch. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, okay, I'm not trying to make you, but you keep telling me I want to watch Supernatural, but I don't have time. But yeah, he'll sit and complain all day about how bored he is, and it's like I don't understand.
Because I want to play video games. I want to do
Then
real
play
shit. I want to
video
learn. I want to
games.
get better.
Learn how to hunt and kill demons.
Very useful skill, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Plenty of
in this
demons out
world.
there. I know that.
And you know,
All right,
it's
we
more
have-
than that too. But,
We have a
you know.
question from TIH Vengeance.
There we go.
He
TIH
says
Vengeance.
he wants to know why are you so good looking?
Oh man, I don't know. It's in the blood. You can't teach this. Tell Vengeance you just can't teach it. You got to be born with it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I love Vengeance. He's a really good guy. One of the most supportive people of my stream. So yeah, I remember I met Vengeance at Worlds actually, and it was fun hanging out with him. We hung out pretty much every day.
That's
So
awesome.
he's I think he's better looking than me though. That's just an opinion.
Well, his profile picture on Discord is a dark looking horse with red eyes. So I think he's pretty majestic looking, honestly, because that's all I know about him so far.
Yeah, with a wild side too, the red eyes. That
Yeah.
he's got
So
that
yeah,
wild side.
honestly, if I saw him in real life, I'd be pretty awestruck.
Yeah.
Seeing a horse like that with red eyes. I can understand why he would be considered good looking.
Hmm.
That's very
Yep.
unique. But I did catch your video on YouTube a couple times, so I know what you look like.
Okay, good.
Don't worry. I'm subbed. I got you.
Yes.
And
YouTube
yeah,
subs,
then we-
man, they're hard to come by. They're hard to come
Oh, yeah.
by. So
They are,
anyone I
right?
can get.
Those are okay to ask for.
I think
Uh,
I think I got the first view on your Afro Jungle video too.
Ooh, yeah, that just came out. I felt
So-
bad for having a sort of a lack of streams this week because I've had a lot going on, which doesn't happen often, but it happens sometimes. So I had to throw out some extra YouTube love. Afro
you go.
Jungle. That was the one today.
Afro
yeah.
Jungle.
so I take it you're an accountant. Is that how you come up with your name, Mad Accountant?
Yeah, that's how I came up with the name. Yeah, but long story short, I was my education's in accounting and I was working in accounting, and I'm going on a little bit of a different path now, more of a sort of leadership, business ownership type path where that's the end goal. So
Well, that's cool.
learning
That's
how to
nice.
run a business, basically. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Interesting.
And then we have one from Yuki, our other host, who couldn't make it tonight. He says, "What's it like having to talk to these four people? Dad talks a lot."
It's been a blast. I worry about myself talking too much, honestly, more than anything. This has been
Hey,
fun.
we don't worry about that.
Yeah, we don't worry about that.
If you get
talk
me
all
going
you
on
want.
on certain topics, I can talk forever. But
You start talking about Supernatural and Beagle's your girl.
Somebody
Or
brought it up.
beagles. Or beagles.
Yeah, it's just I'm new to your show. I listened to Camberlin's episode, Exilium. I work very closely with her, so I definitely had to check that one out. And then the Vengi, I believe, were on the show. That's plural
Mhm.
for
Yeah.
vengeance. Listen to that one.
Vengi.
So
The Vengi.
I kind of knew what I was getting myself into, but this has been a lot of fun, definitely.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I'm glad you're having a good time, man.
Speaking of the old Vengeance, Dan's in first place in the old fantasy league right now.
That's
Ooh.
right, baby. Flex on him.
I'm probably in like second to last, while Dad's in last.
Is it?
So
is-
we're gonna have to figure out something for the loser to do. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, no,
Well, I
hey,
was
hey,
thinking of
whoa,
things that
no,
I could do if I
no,
lost
Fair is
today.
fair.
But then I'm like,
Yeah,
wait,
it's a
People's like,
competition.
wait,
Loser
I
has to.
object.
Last
Yeah,
place
no,
has to
I'm not
do
doing
something.
that, no.
Yes,
No.
yes,
No.
yes.
No.
We'll decide your punishment. We'll make you a cone of shame or something.
Hey!
oh, she should have to wear a cone of shame because Upa did.
No.
Oh no, Dicey Victory has overtaken me.
Oh. Oh, is the new scores up?
Yeah, Dicey's at 155, and I'm at
Yeah.
144.
Oh, where am I at?
You are at 122.5. Get good, guy. Where are you at?
What the heck am I at? I'm probably
Not
like at
feeling
like
bad.
2.
Beagle, you're 26.5.
Is at least Dad lower than me still?
He's at
There's
6.
no way.
Most of my team didn't play. Okay.
I know. It's so funny. We're all
Let's
in the
just keep it
hundreds.
that way
You're
for
down there
everyone.
at 6.
Yeah.
Those
Like,
must not be updated because Paul had a
It's
good
just a
day
flesh
today.
wound.
dude, some people's teams played twice, and mine didn't even play at all. So, yeah, like, talk to me at the end of the season.
Yeah, Dan's has played 3 times.
Yeah. Dicey's just broke. He got auto drafts, so I don't want to hear it.
Right.
If he wins, he has to do a challenge. Because he wasn't here for the draft.
Yeah, kids these days.
How is there a way to see who scored?
That's coming this, should be by the time this airs, that should be out in the Discord.
Cool. That's awesome. Because
Yeah.
I want to know who's good. I want to know
Yeah, I
who
know
need to
Smite
trade
Center. I
for.
think he's doing Smite Center tomorrow night, TIH. So I think he does like a little breakdown of who scored. And
Oh, yeah, Smite Center. Duh. Hello.
Yeah.
There we go. That's awesome. Cool. Little sidestep into our fantasy league happenings there.
yeah.
My team
Cone
is
of
sicker
shame
than
for
yours.
loser. Last place. Where's the cone of shame?
My team is sicker than yours. But not sicker than fucking Odescu, who's at 200 some points somehow.
Jeez.
Well, he owns the Discord, so obviously he cheats and he's hacking.
Obviously, he is hacking. I think Discord owner gives him 50 points.
Yeah. Well, that's not
Oh
fair.
wow, there's Trey TW's at 200. People got some broke ass teams.
I had 69 points after the first sets and declared myself champion. So I don't have to check my score this week.
That's
There you
true.
go.
There you go.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how they even themselves out when like Pittsburgh Knights won't play for a few weeks or have a
Yeah,
bye
yeah.
week.
I
want to
see how we even out. That'll be fun.
Yeah. But like I said, I'm like,
See
two
what
of my
Dad's
best players
see if
didn't even
Dad's
play.
big old 6 can get up to a 20 or so.
I don't know. I heard Paul and Sam had a
Looks
pretty
like-
good day today.
Looks like Dad's gonna be wearing that cone of shame.
Possibly.
Oh man, I just hope adapting doesn't lose anymore. Can't be doing that to me, bro.
Man, the rival looked good today. That's okay. He can edit out. He'll edit out at least 15 minutes or so. I mean, all my potty mouth ranting at least took 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah, that's a lot of editing there.
Yeah, well, anyway, final questions here for our guest then before we get wrapping on up here today.
You trying to duel?
Trying to do. Probably not, man. I might just concede that one. I don't think I've played a duel since the Xbox days in like season 3.
I haven't played any duel in fucking forever either. I just always ask people to duel because I'm
trying to
I'm
duel.
just so
Do you even duel, bro?
Do you even duel, bro?
Dude, I thought you were
Try to
supposed
duel?
to duel aggro.
I
Damn.
hate
Dude,
dueling.
aggro wussed out. I don't know where he's been. I've been
Wow.
sitting in the customs waiting all day
Mm-hmm. Sure.
with the title "Come at me, aggression, if you think you can," and haven't seen anything.
I mean, he was busy casting today. That's probably what happened.
Yeah. Having a job and stuff, gross. During the day, even worse. Third shift, baby. Sleep is for the weak.
Hell yeah.
I'm just ranting dumb bullshit now.
Yeah, I noticed that. So, we're going to go ahead and get things wrapping up here on today. Guy, we got anybody lined up for next week or anything like that we gotta review?
Nope, not right now.
All right. Well,
Tell Weekend to
cheers,
get
then.
his shit together so he can come on next week.
Oh, I know. I need a break from. We've had a guest for. Gosh, I can't remember last time we didn't have a guest.
That would
That's
be
a better
weird.
question.
I need to
have a
duel
guest.
Weekend. That's what I need to do. Weekend likes to do money duels. I'm going to challenge him.
There you go. Good luck with that.
Yeah, I'll lose, but it'll be fun. That's all that matters.
Them boys didn't look good today at all.
Weekend's
Yeah.
boys.
They looked rough. Looked
Yeah,
really
he
bad.
said in stream that, and I guess on YouTube because that's where I caught it. He said that he thinks the beginning of the season is going to go pretty rough until they get settled in with each other and like at the house and all that shit. And he said they didn't get to scrim at all on this patch because of travel.
Well, I mean, this was still the old patch. And
Was
they
it?
don't even play on the new patch until next week, so...
See, I heard maybe it was a later video than I thought, like what farther back. But he said something like, "No, we're playing on the new patch." Maybe he thought he was and he wasn't. I don't know.
No, I'm pretty sure I heard him talking today in the cast, in the show itself. I'm pretty sure this was the last patch still.
Okay, never mind. My point was invalid completely.
Nice one, Dan. Nice one.
Good job.
I try.
Good job.
I swear I try, but all the research I do just goes to waste.
Mm-hmm. So, Mad, you want to go through where people can watch you and check you out and communicate with you and all that good shit? Feel free to, self-promote as heavily as you would like to here.
Well, how about just one thing? I always just say, people, if you want to interact with me or find me in any way, I think Twitch is the way to do it, which is just Mad Accountant. It's all one word. And everything else you can find through there. So there's like the YouTube link is there, the Discord link, the Twitter link. The Twitter there's an extra T at the end. Mad Accountant. But
Yeah, good old Twitter and stupid shit.
yeah, there's no way I'm ever gonna get the actual one, which is a bummer, but that's all
Our
right.
official Twitter has no A in the podcast because it was too long.
Yeah,
So-
Twitter.
I'm sure that throws people off all the time.
But yeah, that's what I would do. I would come through the Twitch and introduce yourself or just lurk. And it's like I said, you can, anybody that comes in and watches can request gods and be a part of pretty good jungle gameplay. Not great, but pretty good. And
Yeah, look for my name in your chat. I'll be there.
it's awesome. I'm looking forward to it. We do viewer
I
games every
can-
night and all that stuff.
Could try
Well,
pop
shit,
in.
me and Dan's gonna get in some of them viewer games.
Oh, you bet.
Hell yeah.
Trying
Get
to
in
feed
these
my
things.
brain. I mean, frag my brains out.
Fragging's good. Feeding's better.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
That's about it for
one
me.
time, my favorite time I've tried to feed was I built all rings Baron, and I went like 13-2.
All right, Dan, this is not Games of the Week section. This
I'm
is
sorry,
where we
I'm
say
sorry.
goodbye section.
I'm just saying,
Come
like,
on,
I tried to
man,
feed as hard as I
jeez.
could, and Baron's just stupid.
Okay, I'm just gonna.
Do I say
okay.
goodbye now?
Yes, go ahead, Dan.
Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye.
No, not that goodbye. Your goodbye is like how to get a hold of you, dumbass.
Oh, okay. I guess I could do that.
Dad is grumpy this
Oh,
week. He's
I
calling me
know. What a
dumbass,
jerk.
Bitch,
It's
all
my
kinds
inner
of
Red
stuff. He's on a
Foreman
roll.
coming out. Sorry.
At least my name's not Eric. So you can get a hold of me on PC at DirtNapDan. No spaces, no X, no craziness. Just that. PS4, DirtXNapXDan. And I'm on the official Twitter, but so is everybody else. And that's at Split Push Podcast with no A.
Beagle?
You can find me on Twitter at Beagle_girl27 and PlayStation at Beagle_girl2780.
Guy?
You can find me on Twitter at GSmitey. You can find me on PlayStation at GuyAJ78. And you can find me on all other platforms at GuyAllPottyMouth.
Mm-hmm. That's certainly true. And then you can find good old Dirt Naps Dad here on the PlayStation and Twitter at Dirt_Naps_Dad. And yes, as Silent Reveries would say, those underscores, they are important. So make sure you have them in there. We're going to go ahead and say goodbye with that. So, hey, bye everybody. When it comes to dirt
Goodbye.
naps, you got to give them before you take them. And when all else fails,
Split
push.